What is going on, people? We are back here today, and today I'm giving my top 10 returning Pokemon for the Crown Tundra DLC. A lot of people have been making videos based on what they think about the mons coming back, and so I figured, you know what, I wanted to do a little different. I wanted to talk about what I think will be the top 10 competitively, just the best Pokemon returning. I didn't want to do top 15, I didn't want to do top 20. Yes, there are a lot of good mons coming back, but no, we were going to get right down to it, talk about the 10 best. So I talked to my boy TDK, we were able to put together this list of top 10, and let's just jump right into it. So at number 10th on the Crown Tundra DLC, I'm really just jumping right into it. We don't got time to wait right now, okay? Crown Tundra DLC coming out in 2 weeks. I got to get this info to you guys. None other than Tapu Koko. Yes, Tapu Koko clocks in at 10th. Now, Tapu Koko got some new toys, as you guys know. He got some absolutely new crazy stuff. Misty Explosion, Rising Voltage, Terrain Pulse. Well, those are the tutor moves. And then it also got access to, I believe, Close Combat and Play Rough, which is just out of this world. I'm pretty sure at least. Play Rough. Let me see that. Hold on. But yeah, I got access to Play Rough and Close Combat. So we're likely going to see a whole lot of crazy stuff on Koko. Look, it has access to these two moves now, which is just out of this world. Rising Voltage, which we know, what's Rising Voltage's power? It's 140 base power in the terrain, and then plus terrain's 1.3 boost, I believe, would make that what? 182 base power effectively, which is just mental. And then he has so many options for its last move. U-turn, you know, Grass Knot if you'd want to hit Hippowdon or whatever. Koko does not have access to HP Ice anymore for Landorus-T, but what does it matter when it's able to throw off these powerful play roughs? Which is exactly why I'm thinking Tapu Koko is going to be in the 10th. But guys, before I go any further, in the first 2 minutes of this, before I have your attention, Agency Nike collection is live. Guys, go check that out. It's only here for 3 more days. I know I'll be showing in every video. You guys have been showing so much love. We just passed 800 sales, which is just beyond me. Like I said, only 3 days left to get this. Limited edition drop, not coming back. Agency Athletics printed on Nike, so go check that out. We got crew necks, tees, hats. Just very satisfied with this drop. Go check that out. So, like I said, Koko is quite clearly top 10 to me. It has so many amazing options that you can run. For example, it has Defog, it has Roost as well, Grass Knot. These are all moves it had in Gen 7, but you know, the new toys it has are Play Rough, Close Combat, and Rising Voltage, which are all insane. For Koko, you always run max speed. There's not really a question about that. I assume we'll see a lot of naive sets. I think Rising Voltage, I don't know why you wouldn't run Rising Voltage. Even with its lower special attack, it's still, like we said, 100 whatever base power, 140 base power. So it seems like a... Because you're just going to run Play Rough if you need to hit something physically. Like stuff like Tapu Lele will get smashed by Play Rough. Like this thing's attack is high, 329, right? Close Combat lets you fry Ferrothorns, Heatrans, all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can U-turn last. I honestly feel like U-turn or Defog or Roost is the last, as the last is the best. You could even I could even see this being like an insane set to deal with. This could be one of the hardest sets to deal with. Think about that, not Choice Band, but you could run Bandit Koko, and that would be a demon. First of all, I know Landorus-I and Landorus-T do not take Play Rough well at all. In fact, we're about to run the calc right now, just so y'all can see that there's no way that it's able to take that. So let me go offensive. Let me go max attack. Let me put Play Rough and Close Combat. Let's see this shit, guys. Let's actually see this shit. Alright, so we give this guy Play Rough, Close Combat. Put in Landorus-T. Let's just say Landorus-T, the defensive one. Alright, so we got, okay, well, this says offensive Z move, sorry. Let's say Landorus-T defensive, right? This is full on defensive. That's how much Play Rough does. Alright, so that's not even that bad, honestly. 30 to 36. And so then if you give it a Choice Band, well, this is at +0. It should be at -1. I don't know why Intimidate's not factoring in. But if you look at this, 31 to 37% with Play Rough. So it can only switch in one time. And if rocks are up, yeah, it can only switch in one time if rocks are up, which is pretty crazy. Again, this is a very defensive Landorus-T. If we were to go with a Scarf Landorus-T, that thing is taking 42 to 50. Assuming that it's 68 defense EVs, and then if we go for a Pokemon like Tapu Lele, that shit is just nearly dying. Look at that, 91 to 107. I didn't lie. Like, this thing is strong as fuck. Like, look at this. Bulu, all those guys are gonna get it. They're all gonna get it. Look at this damage. And that's why he's number 10. Play rough in close combat will be very, very good. I'm very excited to see what comes next with this Pokemon. Shout out to Koko. Like we said, this has always been an agency favorite. Always been one of the strongest ones. So yeah, that's why he's clocking in at number 10. Very obvious guy. Next, we have Latios. Now, Latios also got some new toys. Unfortunately, he didn't get Nasty Plot, which we thought he was going to get. Let me see what he got. I believe he got Mystical Fire and Aura Sphere. Let me go to the list of move pool changes real quick. Is this the one? Is this what I want to see? What the hell? Am I missing something? Did they forget Lotties and shit? Let me see. Move pool editions. Here we go. Here we go. So we go to Latios. Yes. So we see Mystical Fire and Aura Sphere, which are obviously like amazing. Just flat out amazing. These are things that Latios would have loved to have every single generation. Add that to the fact that there's no Pursuit anymore. And I mean, dude, how many coverage options can you have? Aura Sphere. My boy got Mystical Fire. My boy has Surf. My boy has Ice Beam. My boy has Thunder and Thunderbolt. My boy has Psychic. My boy has Shadow Default, Calm Mind, Earthquake, and this thing's coverage has always been phenomenal. We don't have to act like Latios hasn't had the just God-given coverage, like easily the best coverage you could ask for. So we don't gotta act like it hasn't had the best coverage in the past. But you'd have to run HP Fire. Now you can just run 75 base power Mystical Fire, Aura Sphere, classic Draco, and I mean obviously this guy has a ton of different tricks you can run. But I can see Specs taking off. Like we said, there's no what's it called anymore. There's no Pursuit, right? So what is stopping this set? You know, you don't even need Surf anymore. What did you need Surf for? Heatrans and T-Tars. They died of Aura Sphere now. That's what you ran Surf for. Literally Heatran and Tar. It's just no need anymore. Mystical Fire lets you fry Ferrothorn. Scizor, Celesteela, they're all getting fucking smashed. And then I guess all you need left is Psychic for Clef. And it's like, what even beats this? If y'all thought Koko was scary, bro, I know this shit is a demon. I know this shit is a demon. I don't even need to guess. I already know this thing is a demon. Like, let me make this guy Specs and give it all the moves it just got. Mystical Fire. Mystical Fire. What was the other one I gave it? Aura Sphere. I just want to see some of these calcs. Specs on Heatran. Special defensive taking 50%. Easy to a KO. Tyranitar is not eating that up. If it's Choice Bandit, it's straight up dead. If it has any HP investment, it's probably still. Even Spadef gets fucked if it's max. I mean, it's 4x, so it's to be expected. Clefables are going to get to a KO'd. I'd like to see how much Celesteela takes. I want to say that specially defensive Celesteela can take 2 Mystical Fire, barely. Nah, I can take it with Protect. But yeah, Latios will be very good, guys. So I think Specs is going to be the premier set. I could see some Calm Mind sets, but in a metagame with Dragapult and other faster dragons like Naganadel, who's returning, I don't really see the point of running a setup set like Calm Mind. It seems whatever. I think Specs will easily be the most devastating set, or like an all-out attacker without a Chansey or Blissey or whatever. It looks very tough to deal with this mon. So excited for Latios. Very excited for Latios. And yeah, he's very clearly going to be number 9 on this list. Moving on. Wait. Let me look for my list again. Hold on. I think I lost my list. Hold up. All right, I found it. Sheesh. All right, the number 8th, guys. Now, people might think, how is this beautiful mon number 8th? Well, because there's 7 better than him. It's that simple. The GOAT is back. Landorus-Therian. I didn't have to swear there. Probably got a hit on monetization for that. Look, Landorus-T, amazing Pokemon. So the number 1 move it as a Stealth Rock. But something to consider is that Stealth Rock are not as good as they once were. Everything running Defog, Torn, Defog Lati, Defog Koko, Feeny, all them coming back. The fact that everything running heavy duty boost now. So rocks are not as prominent as they once were. So in fact, that's even a buff. I mean, a nerf to Landorus-T. Intimidate is also not as good anymore, I believe. It got nerfed a little bit. Let me just check. I know it like doesn't get affected by like Scrappy and stuff now or some other shit. which is kind of annoying. So Landorus took some trouble with that. Regardless, it's still broken Landorus. It's going to be the premier choice Scarfer, and I mean, there's no Z moves, but it can still double dance around. I know Scarf is going to be a demon no matter what. Defog, rocks. Yeah, I mean, this thing has 10 different sets. What's there to say? You always run Earthquake, you always run U-turn, and then like just run whatever you want. It did get nerfed in the sense that there's no HP Ice for it to run for other Landos. So Lando is walled by other Lando now. Completely. You have to run Toxic if you want to hit other Landos now. I can see a defensive set like this working. Shit pretty boring, but it's like what you would expect, you know? That this is Landorus, right? So it's cool though. I like I mean, yeah, there's not really too many other options to run. The offensive sets definitely got nerfed by the lack of Z moves, which is why Landorus T is 8th on this list. Like, yeah, in Gen 7 it was the king. Don't get it twisted, but it's still gonna be amazing in this gen. But yeah, it's a little less fire. It's a little less fire now. But regardless, he's still at the top because, I mean, it's Landorus T. It'll always do what it has to do. U-turn, Earthquake. With Scarf, I do think it's still one of the best Scarfers ever. I mean, we look at what the viability rankings here, and you can see how it like Scarf is still going to be a fantastic glue for checking all these Pokemon. I don't think setup is not that good just because there's mons faster, but even then, if you really want to, you could run like a Rock Polish set. I don't see the point. I wouldn't run setup, I think. But yeah, this will be an interesting mon. And it'll just be nice for this Volt turn bullshit to be back for teams using Zone and Rillaboom and all that. So that's going to be a big one as well. But Landorus T very clearly fits as the 8th strongest Pokemon. This thing's stats have always been massively good. It's just able to really just take on everything. It's like the easiest Gloomon to just throw on a team, right? Who do we got next? Well, let me tell you, we have another cheap legendary. His name? Heatran. Now, Heatran got blessed. Heatran got blessed in this generation. You know why? Because there's no hidden power. There's no hidden power and there's no pursuit from cheap-ass Tyranitar. So another mon that got blessed. No hidden power means nothing can tech HP ground to defeat this thing. Now you really have to go for your focus blasts and shit and just miss them. Heatran I have because it didn't get a lot of new tools. However, it's Heatran. Like, it's just, I mean, what did it get that's new? Yeah, look, it got nothing new good. Body press is definitely not that good. But the reason I put it in is because it's going to check so much annoying stuff in the metagame. Look at what we got coming. Clef, fucked by Heatran. Pex, destroyed. Corv, destroyed. Pult, walled if it's not T-Wave. And even then, it's going to have trouble breaking. Drill, can't switch in. Urshifu cannot switch in. Volk, completely screwed because it has no HP ground. You can be that a safeguard set, but if it's taunt, you'll lose. Zero Aura, loses 1v1. Amoonguss dead. Blissey dead. Blissey may be dead if it's taunt trapper. Ferrothorn dead. Hippo beats it. Hydreigon beats it. Kyurem beats it. Mag dead. Rillaboom faster. But you can see, Heatran is going to dice up the metagame. All of your fat, annoying teleporters. I mean, Slowbro usage is going to rise like a motherfucker when Heatran comes out because it's going to be the #1 thing people use to just teleport out, but it won't be enough. I'm telling you, Heatran, that shit'll be saucy. Cannot wait for Heatran. Like we said, it didn't get a lot of new moves, which is a little unfortunate, but I mean, it's fine. It doesn't need new moves. Heatran has done similar things. This is a sample tiering list that Smogon provided. Sorry if it's a little cut off, but you can see Heatran at the end of S rank, which is pretty interesting. I obviously didn't talk about some of these Ubers because, like, they're Ubers. I don't care. But yeah. So Heatran, I mean, Heatran again is likely just going to run Magma Storm, Taunt, Toxic. I think these three are just going to be the premier set. The way it looks like it's going to be able to deal with Fat. Sucks it doesn't have access to Z-Move anymore, but it's not like in Gen 7 people didn't run just straight up leftovers Trapper. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Heatran does to the metagame. At the very least, it'll be able to deal with balance and bulkier teams a little bit more. And, I mean, it always has given the finger to any type of team. So Heatran is just that type of mon that is able to deal with everything. So that's why Tran is number 7 on this list. Time for number 6. The guy who just, he tried as he might. Wait, yo, hold on. My list is 11 Pokemon. Oh my god. Alright, top 11. Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is the next one, guys. It's kind of my list. I was like, fuck, I got too many. Tapu Lele is back. So, Tapu Lele, as you guys all know, he has this move, right? Expanding Force. And that's the thing that everyone is so scared about. They're like, oh no, Expanding Force, so strong. It is strong. It is. It is. Let's not get it twisted. So I assume the new set is going to be this. I don't know why you need Focus Blast. I mean, yeah, probably, but like, look at Expanding Force versus Max Spadef Celesteela. 34 to 42. That's heinous. Heatran is taking 36 to 42. These are max special defense sets, by the way. Holy cow. We need to do the 1 versus all to see this. This is a cool calc. So you can put in Tapu Lele here, right? We go to specs. We put the Expanding Force over the HP Fire. And, oh no. We just, calculate that shit. Right? No format selected? Oh, my bad. OU. Calculate that shit, boy. Alright, I think my computer just exploded. Alright, bet. So we can see Expanding Force is capable of, like, just putting... Oh, it got Mystical Fire, too. So you're likely to remove one of these moves as well. Probably Psychic, right? You're likely to just remove Psychic. Oh, my God. This set is demon. This set is actually demonic. I forgot Lele has access to, Mystical Fire now. Shit. It does, right? Oh, did it not get Mystical Fire? Did it not? Oh, I thought it did. Ah, damn. Maybe it didn't get Mystical Fire. That's actually kind of sad if it didn't get it. I thought if it got Mystical Fire, that shit would be like a game breaker. But if it doesn't, then we can still assume Expanding Force will kill everything. I mean, just look at these calcs. You can see it. Nothing is able to take Expanding Force in the terrain. Everybody just gets fucked up. Ignore Mystical Fire, because that shit was really only there for like Celesteela and Corv. I want to know how much Corv takes from... Let me make this shit 0 base power. Or 9 base, whatever. I want to see how much Corv takes from Expanding Force. I'm very curious to know about that. So we see Corv taking about 39 to 45. Pretty decent, but with Rocks up, it's not a check. And in general, you can just see that Mons are not able to take Expanding Force. If that's a neutral hit, you have to deal with that. So Lele is definitely good. That's why it is above all of these other guys. But unfortunately, my bro could not make it into the upper echelon, the top half, which sucks because Tapu Lele is broken. But yes, he will be likely running a set that looks like this, if I had to guess, with the last move being whatever you want. Focus Blast, Mystical Fire if it does end up getting that, but maybe it doesn't. T-Bolt if you want to hit the Celesteelas, if that ends up becoming a meta threat. But this thing, this will be fun. They got Misty Explosion, but that's physical, so that's not good. Yeah, it doesn't look like our guys were gifted too much crazy stuff. Koko getting Misty Explosion is kind of cool, but I mean, they all got Misty Explosion, but whatever. So that's going to be that. Lele basically gets its Expanding Force, and that's going to be the thing that likely takes it to the top of the meta. Could even get banned from it, but alright. Next, who do we have, people? We have somebody that you may have forgotten. You may have forgotten, but I didn't forget about him. He was known as one of the most annoying Pokemon. One of the most annoying Pokemon back in the day. Every generation he's in, he's annoying. Tornadus-Therian. Now, speaking of annoying, oh my god, you already know. That's all you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna see. You're never gonna see this thing with another item. There's no point running Assault Vest or any of that shit anymore. Regenerator boots, broken. And Rock Sweep, bro, suck my bro. Another thing, you're telling me nasty plot on this boy too? Bro, what is going on? This thing is going to be really, really good. I think it got Nasty Plot, didn't it? Yeah, Nasty Plot and Weather Ball, which is lit. I mean, Weather Ball if you're running a weather team. But yeah, bro, Nasty Plot boots is like, what the hell? Like, I don't even understand how this set is gonna lose. Like, Taunt Nasty Plot is gonna just sit here forever. Honestly, Taunt Nasty Plot seems like a really great set. Nasty Plot in general just seems awesome. Heavy duty boots on this thing. You can still run Taunt U-turn if you'd like. I think Nasty Plot Taunt will be like really, really strong versus bulkier teams. Because again, you have Regenerator, right? so you can just switch out. So I feel like late game you're able to really sweep through these teams. I really think that thing is going to be one of the most annoying mons with access to heavy duty boots. You're going to see this thing nasty plus 6 times in a game and win off of it. Like, look, Clef, Toxapex, Corv, Paul, these shits can't OHKO except for 0 aura. So it's just going to come in here, nasty plot, and sweep your bitch ass. Literally. I mean, if you have Blissey, you're good. But like the rest of these dudes, enjoy Rillaboom. Enjoy using Rillaboom. We got nasty plot Torn right here. Don't know if it'll run Air Slash or Hurricane. I assume Slash, but yeah, that guy is going to be funny, man. Tornadus-T. I hope y'all didn't forget. I really hope y'all didn't forget. He's going to be great, too, in just checking a lot of these annoying guys like Rillaboom. And with heavy-duty boots, obviously, this thing's longevity is just going to go to the fucking moon with max HP, max speed, 362 HP. And then the defenses have always been a bit mediocre, but again, regen plus speed. I mean, this looks like a broken-ass team that you can run when the new game comes out. What the hell? This shit looks damn broken. Are you serious? This looks like the new most broken team in the meta. Crazy. Crazy. So those are the bottom 6. Let's get into the top 5. The upper echelon of Pokemon. These are the top 5 returning mons. Strongest, the best. We got Naganadel here. Now, Naganadel is interesting. Maybe you guys even forgot about him too. I know I basically forgot about him until I saw, and I was like, oh shit, there's a new dragon in town. His name's Dragapult. So let's look at Naga stats. 127 special attack, 121 speed. So the speed is actually kind of whack now that you compare it to the metagame that we have. 375 is actually just as fast as Tornadus. So again, this thing it's not that fast. It's not as fast as we believed it was in Gen 7 when it was the fastest, basically. But speed boost is going to allow this thing to raise its speed before its special attack. It's slower than Naganadel right now. It's slower than Dragapult right now. But the fact that it can boost its speed thanks to Beast Boost is why, it's a differentiating aspect, which is why it puts it in the top 5 returners. So what moves did this guy get in its prime? Well, of course he had Nasty Plot. He had Draco Meteor. He had Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb. And then he had, well, you want Sludge Wave, it's more powerful. Oops. And then we had Flamethrower. Did he have Fire Blast? Yeah, we can just put Flamethrower though. Now, what changed with Naganadel? Well, for one, it can no longer beat Heatran with HP Ground. It's completely walled by Heatran. 2, it has no Z moves, which again helped it auto sweep because it would trigger the Beast Boost as soon as you get your kill with +2 Z. So to an extent, it is limited, which is cool. It's still Naganadel, who's broken. Let me look at Naga. So Naga got T-Spike, Spikes, and Dragon Dance, and Dual Wing Beat. So D-Dance and Dual Wing Beat are obviously useless because this thing's physical attack is dog shit. But T-Spikes and Spikes are not bad at all. That's definitely really interesting. T-Spike setter that's very, very fast and has Beast Boost. Definitely something to consider. I don't see anything else viable here. It would probably be highlighted if it was. But I assume this will be the #1 set. I mean, you can run Specs maybe if you want. Or Choiced, but Dragapult does it better, I feel like. This shit's not that strong. 127 special attack is decent, but it only is decent after a plot. Again, this shit's still going to be a menace when if you're able to chip the Heatrans and stuff like that. It's not able to get toxic, so it'll never be bad. It's fucking Naga, but I could see it lasting in this metagame. No Z moves. It's always going to run the same stuff. One-dimensional as hell. Doesn't have, it's so frail too. It's so frail. It's frailer than Dragapult, which I think people forget. This thing faces some competition now, even with Beast Boost, Nasty Plot, and all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see where Naga goes, but I did think that Naga might be better than all the other guys. That speed tier, the ability, it's nice. It's probably on par with Torn to me, but it's similar. So that's gonna be Naganadel. Hope you guys didn't forget about him. Top 4. Dun dun dun. All right, we got him. This dude, don't even get me started on this dude. Don't even get me started on this demon. This shit ruins every metagame it's ever introduced to. There's a reason it got banned from 5, it got banned from 6, and its ass got banned from 7. I mean, he's broken. He's always broken. It's sad, but he's always broken. He's always broken. There's nothing we can do. He's always broken. You got Weather Ball, that's about it. Scorching Sands, which is whack. Burning, special ground move. Sheer Force, it's just going to run what it always ran, Earth Power, to kill everybody. We go through the viability rankings. You see what else it'll have to hit. Corviknight with Focus Blast, which honestly isn't even that good. Corv will actually wall this thing pretty nicely if you don't have Zone, but everybody will just run Zone. So there's no point running Focus Blast specifically to beat Corv because you're just going to miss 2 of them, and it's going to have pressure. But I can see Rock Polish coming out. I mean, you will run Focus Blast, though. You have to run on Landorus-T. Earthbound Focus Blast basically what you need. Like, those 2 alone kill the entire fucking metagame, as you can see. And then you tech Sludge Wave because you need to be able to hit the grass types and the fairy type Tapus for the 1-hit KO. So once you're done Okoing Tapu, Bulu, Lele, Rillaboom with Sludge Wave, you look at the rest of the mons and you're like, holy shit, is anything able to beat this? Haha, no. And then it also looks like you literally don't need other moves because don't waste your time with Psychic or anything. So fuck it, just put Calm Mind on there to end it. And you have like the most broken mon ever. I hate this mon. Well, I love it. I love using it. It's demonic, but it's so broken. Other options include Knockoff, Rock Slide to hit Tornadus. Don't think Rock Slide's good personally. Defog, again, I don't know why you'd run Defog when you're running this steroids mon with so much power. Other options we got, yeah, I mean, these 3 are the best. You have Calm Mind, Rock Polish, Knockoff, U-Turn. That's really about it. But yes, Landorus-I, this guy is just, 101 base speed to put you at a very clean speed tier above other breakers such as Hydreigon, Volcarona, or Shifu. Kyurem. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if his ass just got sent to Ubers because he's always broken out the ass. Like, this mon can never be balanced. It's impossible for him to be balanced. Genesect is the next one. Number 3, Genesect. I cannot wait for my boy. I cannot wait for him, bro. He's another guy who always gets the boot because he's just disgustingly broken. But I'm really happy he's finally back. How do I see Leech Life and Blaze Kick? Leech Life is really cool because that's what 80 BP physical bug, stronger than U-Turn in fact. So that's pretty cool. If we go through this, I can see the special set just being the one to use. You're going to have to run Thunderbolt, of course, for the Pexes and the Corvs. That's the move you definitely need. But I can see this shit just being a demon. And you know what else? The thing is, it doesn't have extreme speed. Unless it's the event one. I don't know if you can transfer that. But Choice Band will never lose potential. Especially with Blaze Kick. And if it gets E-Speed again, then it's probably going to get banned. Pex can wall it. It's the only thing that can wall band it is Pex. But Mix will slaughter Pex. Clef can't beat Genesect because it could have Iron Head or Flash Cannon. Corv will lose. Puck can only KO with the fire move. The good thing about Sect is that its HP sucks even if its defenses are decent. And it's 99 base speed, which is nice because it's outsped by like 100 base speeds and Landorus, Volk, all that stuff. But yeah, this guy's a menace. It's always been broken. He only needs to run his stab moves, U-Turn, download allowing him to come in at +1 and give it 762 attack or special attack if you stack it with a choice item. Yeah, I mean, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Blaze Kick, blah, blah, blah. Extreme Speed, blah, blah, blah. If you can send the event one, that is, which is Hasty Nature, which is like a blessing. Yeah, man, I am ready for Genesect. I'm very sure it's just going to get banned like immediately, like 1 week max, because the dude's not able to be balanced. He's just broken flat out. Blaze Kick makes the Bandit set so dangerous if E-Speed's back to, again, mixed with Thunderbolt, U-Turn, Ice Beam, Flamethrower, Bug. Look at these moves, man. It's so beautiful. Just looking at a mon like this. Blizzard, Bug Buzz, Dark Pulse, Energy Ball, Explosion, Extremes, Flamethrower, Flash Cannon, Giga Drain, Ice Beam, Iron Head, Psych. Like, bro, Rock Polish, Shift Gear, Thunderbolt. Like, how many great moves can a mon get? Even its shit moves are like fire. Like, love this guy. Love this guy. Genesect, that's why you top 3, baby. Now, before I get into the top 2, I got to give a special shout outs to the mons that are coming back that I don't really think are top 10 or even top 15. However, they'll be fun. The Regigigas, he'll be fun. He has rest and stuff, so now you can stall out your boring ability. So Regigigas will be cool. Regirock, my boy TDK told me. The Choice Banded Body Press will be very powerful coming off this thing's 200 defense. So that'll be something to think about. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. And then who else? Yep. That's really it. I mean, Zapdos, Boots, Hurricane, Moltres, Boots. So yeah, shouts to all the cheap shit that got benefited by Boots. And now let's get into the top 2, who I consider to be the 2 strongest Pokemon returning, and some of you may have been able to guess these. So first we got Pheromosa. Pheromosa is back and better than ever. Let's see what Pheromosa was given. Close combat, and I know Pheromosa got Drill Run from the last game, or like DLC. So Drill Run allows this thing to beat its one counter, who was Toxapex. It has access to Ice Beam, Focus Blast, Close Combat, Bug Buzz, U-Turn, HJK. Real Dawns use HJK, but no, we're going to run CC. Quiver Dance, who can forget? Still going to die to Grassy Glide. And everything else is useless. But looking at the boy's stats, it's got Beast Boost, which allowed it to snowball its attack or speed. The speed is mental because you're faster than Pult. Understand that there's a new Dawn in town. There's a new Dawn in town. I don't see him lasting. I see him getting banned very quickly. I don't think Bandit is a good set. I've thought Bandit has always been shit. I can see it maybe being good though now that Drill Run's there. But I can just see mixed with Belt or Muscle Band or Life Orb or whatever being broken. I don't understand what's supposed to beat this set, right? Like, and then bug move of choice, right? You just put Buzz. I don't understand what's supposed to beat this. Oh, Clef if you don't run Poison Jab, actually. Okay, so you have to run Poison Jab. But Corv's going to die to 2 CCs. Pult will die to your Ice Beam and is slower than you, right? Yup, it's slower. Drill dies. Shifu dies. Volt can tank. Zero Aura dies. Mungus. This will be an interesting guy. Walled by Aegislash too. But I think he's going to get banned. However, lack of Z moves will be interesting. Let's not forget that he has access to the most fire move ever, either Rapid Spin. It'll be interesting to see where Mosa goes, but I assume it's going to get banned. This mon's snowball effect is too nasty. And I'm really looking forward to using him again. He's just a lot of fun to use. Cool design. Straight up broken. Straight up broken. Like, let's not pretend that this thing was balanced in Gen 7, but Pheromosa took the number 2 spot. I was really comfortable putting it there. It definitely shines. And now, who do we got for number 1? Which one? Just kidding. He can't be Mega. We're running Blaziken Regular. Blaziken Regular is taking the number 1 spot for the returning Pokemon. Another guy who always gets banned. SD Blaziken is going to get banned in like the first 5 minutes because it's going to be broken and there's nothing that they can ever do with Blaziken to not make this thing broken with Speed Boost. So you give a Speed Boost, that's all you need. Give a Life Orb because who gives a fuck? Power Gang. Protect if, you know, you're pussy, or Swords Dance if you're real. And then it's over. It's over. You could even run Swords Dance, Protect. I mean, bro. Clef, dead. Pex, +2 EQ, dead. Corv, +2 Flare, Blitz or HJK, dead. Dragapult, +2 EQ, dead. Excadrill, dead. Urshifu, dead. Dead. Everybody's gonna die. Hippo's Spadef, so I guess it can live. And this thing got CC, I think, too, right? Probably. But like I said, real Dawns use oh, U-turn? What the fuck? Not that I'm gonna be using that, but even Heat Crash? That's funny. But yeah, you're just gonna see this. Adamant or Life Orb. You can even run Protect 3 attack if you really wanted to, but SD is gonna be better. Yeah, this shit's getting banned. It always gets banned. It's always broken. Don't tell me about Slowbro or whoever fake counter you want to talk about. You run either Earthquake or Knockoff last. I think you run Earthquake though because you kill Pex. Knockoff will let you 1-hit KO Pult and at +0 and let you 2-hit I mean Oko Bro at +2. This thing's really strong too. I think people forget that it has 372 attack, which is like really strong. Yeah, Rillaboom has 125 for example. So yeah, this thing is just gonna run like this and just like beat everybody like it used to. Yeah, I mean it's gonna die to its own Life Orb, but I mean like look at HO teams. Like look at my screen. Does this? I know this makes some of you want to throw up when you see this. When you see this image right here, I know this makes some of you want to puke. But for Dawns like me, it's like, oh man, this is our future. Don't mind if I do. So to refresh real quick, we have Koko, then Lottie, then Lando T, Heatran, Tapu Lele, Torn, then Naganadel, Landorus I, Genesect, Pheromosa, Blaziken, in that order, people. These are what I consider to be the top 11 Pokemon returning in Pokemon's Sword and Shield DLC. Pretty good list. I think majority of these at the top, I think these top 5 are all going to get banned instantly. I think Torn and Lele have the possibility of getting banned, but maybe not. And I think these top 5 are just going to get fucking banned. I ignored stuff like Dragonite because it's not going to be the best mon. It has heavy duty boots, similar to Zapdos, Moltres, all them. Fun changes, but nowhere near the brokenness of these top 10. So I just had to keep it real, put who was the best in there. Probably expected who was going to be in there, but at least we were able to talk it out, see how they're going to affect the metagame. Hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a fat like if you did. Of course, like I said, the Agency Nike collection is not here for long, people. Go get that. Also, doing a major stream Sunday because it's the last day of merch, Agency Day stream. So get ready for that. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.